Hello, hello, hello. Oh, just tripped over my piece of paper. Happy Friday, everyone. Bear with me un momento. I am just pulling up the chat so I can see what everyone is saying. Hello, everyone. Hi, Dee. I'm going to put the link in. Just bear with me one moment. Been a little delayed on the links because it's just been kind of tricky to set everything up ahead of time. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Excuse me, I'm going to zoom in a bit here. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. You are too good to me, Dee. Far too good to me. All right, bear with me. I just popped the... Okay. All right. So the link is now in. And tonight we are going to... Oh, perfect. Then we're on a good schedule together. So tonight we're going to be playing around with some mixed media because I have been obsessed with mixed media. Oh, hello. Obsessed with mixed media today. Obsessed with mixed media this week. And when I get obsessed over something, generally that means there's a new product that comes out, right? Does that make sense? Generally, when I get obsessed, we have new products that come out. So, the one thing I was desperately looking for today, and I couldn't really find them on very many websites. I really couldn't find hardly any of them. Is a good 12 by 12 large chipboard stencil. I kind of searched high and low. I really searched everywhere. And I could not find a really good large mixed media stencil. Now, once I did find them, I will tell you that there wasn't... Okay, we'll just get down to the nitty-gritty, shall we? They did them, so surprise, here's one of them that I designed today that's now available at producernow.com. So, the one thing that I noticed whenever, when I was looking at them, the ones that were online, was that they didn't give you any of the inner pieces. So, I don't understand why they wouldn't give you all these pieces. So, let's go ahead and pop these out. The fresh smell of laser cut chipboard. So let me move these out of the way real quick so you can see what we've got going on. You got two. Oh, awesome, Heidi. That's fantastic. So this is what the Gigunda stencil looks like. You can see it next to my big man crafty hands. It's a big stencil. I mean, it's a real big stencil. And I love butterflies. I love the size of these butterflies. But I was like, so when you get a butterfly stencil like this, and it's so beautiful and gorgeous, why aren't they giving you all the pieces from inside? So you're going to receive not only the stencil, but you're also going to get all the butterflies that come inside of the stencil. So you get 12 in all. I believe it's 12. Hold on, we're going to count together. Oh, I did just see that. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I believe it's 12. But look at all these butterflies that you get. And Secrets for 12 by 12 chipboard is just a needed staple. I know. So look at all these. And these are all you get. You get all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh no, you get 18. Oh my goodness gracious. 18 butterflies. So what's really cool, or what I think is really cool about this is, so let's say that you want to do like a 12 by 12 like scrapbook layout. Or you just want to do a 12 by 12 art piece. What's really cool is these exact pieces come out of this. So what that means is if you want to do all sorts of really cool mixed media on these, so let's go ahead and I'll show you what I mean. Let me pull this stencil out. So say you want to do, and I'll show you actually exactly what I mean. Hold on one second. Let me grab. Oh, how convenient. Look at how I brought. Look at how I brought my goodies home that we're going to use tonight. So let's go ahead and grab the blending tool. Oh, and how about I figured something out today, you guys. I felt like I was a super sleuth, even though I wasn't trying. So today, when I was looking through all of these things, because we carry these in the store, so I was looking at. So have any of you heard about the difference with this foam now? Have you heard that? Has anyone told you about that? That this foam is different? I think we had a conversation about that in this group, but I can't remember. So when I was looking over the packaging, of these while I was picking them up today, and the tool with the foamies is made in China. So they're made in China, but this is made in the USA. So what I'm thinking is, since these are made in the USA, these are different than the ones that come with it. And I just noticed that today. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but they definitely are different. They have to be different, right? I mean, that's what I thought. All right, so I'm going to grab myself a piece of just regular, everyday throwaway paper. I was like, I looked at it and I was looking it over and I was like, wait a second. That's weird. I don't like them as much. They kind of fall apart. Well, these ones are work a lot better. So I don't know if maybe they, moved it over to the US and now they work better. But these ones, the new replacements, I think work a lot better. The new ones, I think, work a lot better. And these are the ones from the US, or the old ones. I don't know. These ones worked really well for me today. So I'm thinking that they went back to the way they did them before, because these work so much better. And they're the ones that say made in the USA on them. So maybe that's why. I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to add a little bit of blending just to the ends of the wings here. And you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, we just got the new ones back in stock. So I'm just going to do a little bit of blending just on the wings. So we're going to leave, the center. I'll just say the vacuum myself. Yeah. Well, I just looked today, like, out of nowhere. I don't know what made me look at it, but I looked and I was like, something's a little sketcheroony. All right, so let's move the other butterflies out of the way. So many butterflies. They do look nice. Yeah. They should. I'm not sure. I haven't tried them. So let's go ahead. So we did that one. Now let's do one. Let's do this guy. Look how pretty that even looks. Let's do this guy in pink, just so I can give you kind of the feeling of what I'm talking about here. And I might actually do this as a project. Hi, Pat. And a huge thank you to everybody that's purchased the Gigunda new stencil. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. But I have something else up my sleeve tonight. I haven't shown it yet, but I do have something else up my sleeve. All right. So we'll go ahead and add a little bit of rouge onto this guy. How do I get these butterflies? You just click the link below, Donna, and it will take you right to the items that I'm using tonight. Or click a link that one of the admins have posted. Either way, it'll get you right to the products. All right, so this was my idea when I first created these, what I wanted to do with them. But again, you can, you know, do whatever you'd like. Create your own ending. Let me move these other butterflies. Let me collect the other butterflies, because, holy doggies, do you get a bunch of them. I love the way the chipboard smells when it's out of the package. It smells like, almost like a campfire. Okay, so what I would do is I would grab this piece, and then you can just put it back in. See that? Isn't that cool? But what you could do is, if you have a backer piece, you could take these and you could just add a little bit of glue in the center and then kind of zhuzh these guys up a little bit and then make them look like they're kind of in flight. Isn't that cool? I mean, imagine that as an art piece. I just think that's so fun. But I mean, you get tons of them. And I can imagine, I mean, I think this would be so pretty. So pretty on a project. So that's the first one. And then, of course, you can take the negative. So we could just do a background real quick. Let's see. Let's do this one here. On your card base. Let's do it this way. It doesn't really matter how you do it. But, of course, these are reusable. Now, once you use them to a certain extent, obviously they're no longer going to be reusable. But you can use them, you know, as the actual art after you're done. So I'm going to go and I'm just going to roughly zhuzh in the color here. You don't have to be super careful. In some areas you can add more pigment than others. It's completely up to you. Like maybe up on the one side of the wing we'll add more color. Oh, whoops, you can't see. Ah! I'm surprised no one said Christopher. Excuse me. Excuse me. We can't see. Yes, thank you. And all I'm doing is just zhuzhing some color on here. And there we go. So look at that. A quick and easy background that took 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds. Right? And the whole thing is you can use this later. Once this is all inked up, use this later, you know? Use this for something later. Don't throw it away. You can, you know, glitter glaze it. I mean, the stuff you could do. So much you could do. All right. So then I have one other thing. Well, I should say one other product category. I'm going to be using these to do some glitter glazing of these in a moment. But, so, you guys really, really loved the Simple Blends when they first came out. And I've been promising you guys for quite some time that I was going to come out with some new ones. That was my promise to you, and I'm keeping that promise. So, we now have 4 new Simple Blends. And you want to know the best part about these Simple Blends? They are made at Brutus Monroe. Oh, that makes me so happy. They are made right at Brutus Monroe. So, these are the very first 4 Simple Blends that we make at Brutus Monroe, which I just, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about it. So, first, and I'm going to demo all of these for you tonight so you can see. First, we have the clouds. Then we have the butterfly. Okay. Then we have a heart and a star. So, yes, you get the positive and the negative, which I think is very important. So, let's go ahead and we'll start with the butterfly, because I've been itching to use this butterfly all day. Okay, so this is what they look like. And down in the bottom right-hand corner, in case you ever make me a frame, simple blends. Well, scratch it. So, do any of those come in the mini inspiration kits? They do not. Nope, they're all separate. So it says BRU 0213, so that's how you know which one it is in case, you know, you lose it or you miss it. And then, of course, again, you get this one and this one. Oh, yeah, we could definitely do a frame. I just need to know what type of a frame, what kind of a frame are we talking about? But I'm sure we could do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And remember that the simple blends are fantastic. Have a good night, Linda. Are awesome because they are perfectly sized for your card frame. So you don't ever, and I'm using Not Your Mama, so you see I just have to put a chainsaw through it. Yes. Oh. Okay, so here, so you'll see it's exactly the right size, which we love, right? Exactly the right size. So it's always in the center, so you don't have to worry about it, right? So I'm going to grab some purple tape, just because I love it. You don't have to use the purple tape. Then we'll use a little bit down here. And I'm not so worried about getting it anywhere else because it's, you know, the purple tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with honeysuckle, because it's one of my top 5 favorite colors. And again, a huge thank you to everyone that's purchasing the new products tonight. We certainly appreciate it. This is a really juicy ink pad. All right. So then you just go in. And this is going to be the lighter color, right? So we're going to start with the lighter shade right in the center here. Do you see how that is saturating? And you want to be light-handed when you're using the simple ones. Okay, you want to be light-handed because it's gonna zhuzh right off of this plastic, the Mylar. So you don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna hurt anything. You just want to use a light hand, and you're gonna build up this center. Very light hand. That's the trick. And these are made out of a very thick Mylar. So you don't have to worry about them moving, ripping, anything like that. Then I'm going to grab some rouge. Now you could do more than 2 colors if you like. There's no stopping you. Then I'm starting out here, and then I'm hitting it at the edges. Do you see what I'm doing? And I'm ever so gently blending in. You don't want to hit this, you know, you don't want to come in and, you know, like both barrels fully loaded. You want it gentle. Gently. And then we're going to come in a little bit darker. Just on the wingtips is where we're going to do it the darkest. Okay? Then we'll do the same thing on this side. Gentle. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Okay? And then we're going to hit the wingtips the darkest. Then we're going to hop back real quick to our honeysuckle. Whoops, let me cover up my rouge. Back to the honeysuckle. Get yourself good and saturated on the blending brush. And then come back in and just blend those two colors together. And remember, the surface inks work really, really well together with blending. Look at that blend. Well, I've had a lot of practice. I've been playing with these inks since day one. I've had a lot of practice. So there's our simple blend. Now, are you guys ready for the big reveal of what it looks like? Because that is certainly one of my favorite parts, is what it looks like once you peel the simple blend off. They do blend so, so nice. Oh, excuse my reach and my head that's probably in the way. I had to grab an ink. All right, so let's do the reveal. And there it is. So basically all you have to do now, and I mean, people are going to look at this and say, how did you stamp that perfectly? Oh, thank you, Dee. Like, they're going to say, how did you stamp that? How did you make that look like that? Perfect, clean, and crisp every time. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. I certainly do. So pretty. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So that's the butterfly. And remember, you also get the negative piece. So if you want to put this on top, it's going to fit perfectly, and you can do another color around that if you want. Well, we work with a whistle-worthy teacher. Well, thank you. All right, so let's grab another piece of Not Your Mama's. And now let's do the cloud. I love the simple blend. Slob Kebab didn't clean his stencil. Nope, this Slob Kebab did not clean his stencil. But the nice thing about the Brutus Monroe simple blends is, since they are a non-stick Mylar, I can just go ahead and clean it with some Squeaky Clean later on, which makes it super simple. All right, so all you have to do is tap this down. It's the exact size that you need it to be. Grab yourself some purple tape, and now let's go in and let's do the cloud. So for this one, we're going to start, and it's going to seem a little bit unorthodox, but you have to trust me. We're going to start with Heather. Non-stick Mylar. I don't know. I think all Mylar might be non-stick. I don't know. Is it? Maybe that's just the natural properties of Mylar, and I've been living a lie my whole life. So I'm going to start at the bottom, again, with some of the... Oh, good! Oh, Fatima, you have to. So I'm just going to start with this one. And I want you to see how beautiful you can do this with just the bottom being shaded in. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? Just the bottom, and then just a quick over top. That was just ever so quick, right? So then we're going to go back in at the bottom and add as much color. Do you hear my markers flapping around? Okay, so that's the Heather. And as you build it, that's okay, Georgia. As you build it, it will get prettier and prettier and prettier, okay? So now let's go ahead and take this off, and you can see just how pretty. Hello in Texas. Just how pretty this is, and it's just so simple. Look at that cloud. Isn't that incredible? You sure can. Isn't that just exquisite? I love it. And then what you can do, this is a fun trick, is take this guy, pop him there, and this is something that I was doing earlier that I really loved. Pop that guy in because he's going to cover that one up. Grab some more of your heather ink. Where did I put it? Right here. Oh, we could do a raindrop stencil. Easy peasy. And then come back in. And then lift this guy up. And look at that. That's okay, Ivy. Yeah, we could do a rainbow. Isn't that cool? So that's the cloud, which I adore. I can't get enough of it. Yeah, we can do a raindrop stencil really easy. Very easy. All right, so let's move this guy to the side. So here's the first two. Yes, I'm using the inks. Yep, the surface inks. Please make a cloud stencil. That's what I'm working with right now, Luciana. Yeah, a simple blend is like a stencil. Okay, I'm like, what's usually? Okay, I'm like, so what? When you usually? You don't clean up blender. You just let it soak into the stencil. And then once the stencil is all soaked up with all sorts of fun things, then all you have to do is use it for your project. Oh. Oh, absolutely, Kim. We're working on that. Yeah, it makes it look like the second cloud is behind it. And how simple was that? It was so easy, and that's why we call it a simple blend. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the heart now. We're going to use more of my favorite inks. Oh, several clouds on one. Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that actually today. Yep, I was thinking about that today. So, hopefully that will come to us very soon. Luckily, we make them in-house now, so fingers crossed. Oh, yeah, Adam has some samples. We could probably go ahead and, I'm going to start with some Stargazer in the center here, just so you guys know what I'm up to. We could probably go ahead and put those, on the website or on the actual products eventually. Now I'm just blending out, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab myself some rouge because I love rouge and Stargazer together. Yeah, that would be really fun. We're just waiting for more stencil material to come in. That's the issue, is getting the raw material in. Whoops, it shifted a little bit, but that's okay. Purple tape down a little better. Okay, and again, we're getting a little bit darker on the outsides. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my Stargazer again. Stargazer, I believe, is available just in a set, Kathy. But keep your eye peeled, because we are going to be doing, I think, another round of the individual inks that'll be going out there. So keep your eye peeled. That color scheme looks like a decafoil. Oh, awesome, Kim. All right, so we're going to go ahead and peel off, again, the purple tape. And And there is the beautiful heart. And again, you can do the same thing with the heart if you'd like. So you could take this guy, pop him right here. Whoops, he's backwards. Oh, and surface ink dries almost immediately. Do you see that? I wanted to show you that real quick. Thanks. All right, so we're gonna pop this right on here. Tape this guy down, and you don't have to worry about the purple tape when you're taping it down because it's not going to hurt anything. And then we'll do another heart off to the side here. I think that'll be fun. Because remember, since you get the negative, makes it easy. You're just going to tape it down, and then for this one, I think we'll use a little honeysuckle because it's a really, we want this one to look like it's in the background. It's faded, you know? So let's go ahead and we're just going to add our honeysuckle here. We want this one to be obviously a lot lighter, a lot more muted. And then there we go. Thanks, Georgia. I can't wait to see you guys create with these. Let me pop this one up and look at that. This protected the one below. And you can do this over and over again if you wanted to. But really, all you need is this, a real pretty piece of honeysuckle cardstock, which I just so happen to have a piece right here to show you. A little piece of honeysuckle cardstock, which matches perfectly. And then your sentiment. And you're done, right? You're done. I think that's super cool. You're done. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right, so last but certainly not least, I'm gonna move that simple blend off to the side. A star. Yep, clean and simple cards. So simple. And the other best part is even our inserts are now printed in Pittsburgh. Oh, oh, it makes me so happy. Makes me so, so happy. The more we're moving right into Pittsburgh, PA. Well, this makes clean and simple really simple. Very, very simple. All right, so we're going to tape this one down as well. Don't need anything fancy. Literally just taping it down to the table. And let's see, what other inks? Yep, made in America and literally made, honest to goodness, right in Pittsburgh. It's my favorite part. We're moving as much in-house as we can. Uh-oh. Okay. Christopher, can you add later to store that stencil material for us to make around? I'm working on it. We're working on those two. We're working on those two, Tracy. We were redesigning the refills. So I'm hoping that we should have the refills very, very soon. Oh, good, Tana. Oh, yes, I love doing the mixed media projects. So this time I'm going to use some of two of my other favorite color combinations, which is honeysuckle and apricot. So I'm going to start with the honeysuckle right here on the outside edges. We're going to get pretty, pretty deep in the color. Yep, they are made in Pittsburgh. We're trying to make as much as we can in-house now. All right, so let's move that to the side now. Yes, surface ink will not bleed, and also they are permanent once they're dry. Surface ink is a very, very cool, very, very different type of an ink. So I'm going to take the apricot, just start blending that in the center there. Whoopsies. I was getting a little too aggressive. And just start blending this out. Yes. Oh, and by the way, I just learned that we have one mystery box left. Only one. And if you guys aren't familiar with what those mystery boxes are, Michael went in and he cleaned out my studio, and there are all sorts of really incredible goodies in those mystery boxes. There's only one left. And I think quite a few of you have already gotten one. And I've been hearing some awesome reviews of what he put in them. So you can grab one if you'd like. There's only one left, though. That's literally it. So we're going to go ahead and now lift this guy up. Oh, good, Heidi. Oh, you did, Monique. I'll have to watch it. And this is what the star looks like. How cool is that? I just love the simple blends. I just think they're so, so cool. And again, you could take this. Now, this is another technique you can do. So let me show you this technique. I'm going to grab a piece of purple tape because it's going to protect my ink underneath. Oh, you want it, Donna? Okay. It's got a lot of really good stuff in it. I hope you love it. All right, so I'm going to pop this down now. I'm just using a piece of purple tape. And now I'm going to take some corn flour. So this is going to seem a little unorthodox, but I think you'll think it's cool. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a piece of, just in case we get a little messy. In case, and you know that means it's probably going to happen. So let's grab the Oz. Unfortunately, we can't, Donna. I wish we could. Yes, they won't sell out. Wow, unless we run out of stencil material. In that case, we just have to wait for it to come back in. So now I'm going to go over top of this with some of the Oz. And I'm just going to be real messy. I mean, normally I would go in and, you know, try to blend out super pretty and blah, 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 but I just want you to see what this does. All right, so that's real messy, but again, why not? So let's go ahead and pop this off now. And look at that. Isn't that incredible? And so easy. How fun is that? So again, I'll go over the different ones. So we have the star. We have the heart. We have the cloud. And we have the new butterfly. How fun is that? Oh, that's so funny you say that, Jerry. My sister just requested that too, so we're working on it. Yes, I do have new lighting. The new lighting just came in. All right, so one more thing that I want to do, because I want to create a background that I'm going to use probably tomorrow night in the live or Sunday night in the live. I'm not sure if I'm live tomorrow. I have to look at my schedule. But I'm going to grab a piece of the speckled egg cardstock. And since I have this new Gigunda stencil, I can actually use the entire space, really. Because there's not really going to be a bad side to use. And I'm just going to tape this down with the purple tape, just for extra measure. I don't think we're going to get too crazy. But I'm going to zoom out a little bit, so you can see what I'm up to. Actually, let me move these up. It's called Benson James. I did Belinda. I'm really excited because I think we found it. Yes, it's the Benson James jewelry line, which is my other dog's name. Benson James. And he is a wild man. To say the least, he is a wild man. He was a wild man tonight. Driving both of his dads crazy. I was going to take tonight off, but you know what? I think I might take this weekend off, but you know how I am. I probably won't. I say I will, but I highly doubt that I will. Yes, wait till you see the Easter pack of cardstock we have coming. Wait until you see all the new stuff we have coming. I can't tell you yet. I cannot tell you yet, but I will soon. So I'm going to grab some of the raspberry. Then I'm going to grab one of the Mixabilities palette knives. Let's see. Yeah, I know, it's hard to, it's exactly. So I'm going to use this one. And this one is the number 4. So if you're looking at your British Winnow palette knives, this is the number 4. All right, so let's grab some of this glitter glaze and just go to town. And this is what the mixed media is all about. And you'll notice if you've used the Brutus Monroe glitter glaze that it is very, very smooth. And I don't like to go over it too many times. Yes, the palette knives are back in stock. Because I want to show you what this is going to look like. Oops, just got my hand in the glitter glaze. What this stencil will look like once it's dry. Because the stencil will be fine. The stencil will kind of be sealed after this is done. But I want to use the stencil later for a card. I'm getting glitter glaze all over myself. All over myself. All right. So that's about as much as I'm going to use tonight. Yeah, I do love the Archon mounts. But the only thing is they are still mounted to your table. It's the only thing I don't like about them. So if you're like bouncing your table around, like if I go like that with the Acron mount, it would be, everything would shake. But since I have mine mounted to the ceiling, it doesn't shake. That's the only thing I don't like about them. The foiling class. So, oh, that's so cool. The foiling class is going to be all about new techniques. We're going to be talking about using die cuts with the foil. You're going to be receiving some of the peel and stick adhesive. You're going to be receiving all sorts of different ThermoWeb products. So let me lift that up, and that's what that looks like. Isn't that cool? And then we can use this later. Look how sparkly that's going to be. So it's a majority of the class is going to be about how to use foil without a laminator. Now, obviously, the we want you to use it with a laminator as well, because there's lots of great products to use it with a laminator. But it's going to be focusing a lot on how you can use it without a laminator, which I think is super fun and super, super cool. Lots of great products that you'll be getting from ThermoWeb. And of course, some of my products. So I think it'll be really, really cool. Just so you guys know, I don't know if I've given you an update on this lately, but the marker class is dangerously close to selling out. Extremely dangerously close to selling out. So I don't think it's on the site yet. No. Not yet. No, I'm actually teaching it, but whoops, but Sue will be helping me. She's helping me with figuring out what to teach you guys, like what a lot of questions are. So yeah, so I just got that marker in the glitter glaze, so hold on one second. But one of the really cool things about the marker class is that obviously you get 12 markers. Oh, this is one of my favorite shirts. One of my absolute favorites. I love the colors. So, one of the really cool things about the marker class is that you get your markers for the class and they come in one of the Brutus and Row bags. So they're all very, very easy. I wear lots of colorful shirts. I love color. So they're going to come in this bag. And then, of course, you're going to get some of the Not Your Mama's cardstock, which I prefer for coloring because it's super, super thick. And then also you're going to receive the workbook. And the workbook, I can't wait to share with you guys the workbook. The workbook for the marker class is, it's everything that I ever wanted to know about alcohol marker coloring all in one book. And it was all the questions I had whenever I very first started. And I wanted to make sure to give you guys a heads up as to what you could do with alcohol marker coloring. How alcohol markers work and so on and so forth. Hi in Canada. So yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. And I'm so excited for all the people that are already signed up for the class. And I'm so excited for, I think there's only a couple more spots left. Then we'll be launching the color theory class, and we'll also be launching the decafoil class. So I'm really excited about all of those. I think it's going to be super, 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 super fun. And I always have fun, obviously, with you guys in the classes, and I hope you guys have fun too. But yeah. So that is everything that I have for this evening. I have to head on over to Wally World, and with Wally World, I have to get a new printer for my office. So it's gonna get office stuff. Office stuff. Yeah, the color theory class is gonna be all about colors. So, and I know that sounds silly, but it's all about colors. So it's going to be all about what colors work well together, which colors you should use together, which colors don't exactly work together. I don't know if I'm coming to the Mega Meet yet. We're still working on my schedule for this year. So I think that with the color theory class, we're going to be talking about also, you will leave with a degree in fine arts, really. Really, truly, Kathy. So it's really, we're going to learn all about, different types of, things on the color wheel. We're going to be talking about, basically the way colors work. And, I think it would be really, it's a lot about color theory and, what cardstock colors work together. What cardstock colors. I think it's just going to be really, really cool. Oh, perfect. Yeah, someone will publish it. So it's basically, we're going to get really in-depth with, cardstocks, inks, really color in general. How color works with inks as opposed to how color will work with like an embossing powder. All colors are going to be different and they're seen differently. And it's really all about, what supplies come in the color class. So it's going to be, there's going to be some swatches that are in there. Also some swatches of all of the cardstock is in there. There's a lot of different stuff that's coming in that color class. I don't want to kind of reveal everything yet because the class isn't really live. But once I launch the class fully, we will go over all of that. So yeah. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all so much for your purchases this evening. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys this upcoming week. I will be at the store tomorrow, so if anybody wants to come and hang out. Also, remember that all of the Christmas items, the Christmas home good items are on last call. So anything that does not get purchased this weekend is all going to be... yeah, we're working on the little card swatches, Heidi. Are all going to be packed up for next year. So I just want to let you guys know because some of the things are like 70 or 80% off. So come hang out with us. So that's all I have for tonight. Thank you all so much for being a part of my life. Remember to create something every single day. Whether that is a beautiful mixed media project or your own ending. Please be good to one another. I always say this, that's all. We are all that we have. And thank you for being a part of my life. And thank you for being so, so good to my team and my staff. You guys have just been such an outpouring of love and support to them this week. They work very, very, very hard to make sure that everything runs smoothly at Brutus Monroe. And they also appreciate you just as much as I do. They just don't have the voice that I do through live to tell you. So thank you. I love you all to pieces. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful night, and